Ladies and gentlemen, whiskey drinkers of all ages, this is the Mad Mix Cheap Whiskey Review number 38. Got 37 more of these beauties in the back catalog. Go check them out if you feel a need. I know I lied to you guys. I told you I wasn't going to have another one up till I went on vacation to Maine and bought some bottles at the distillery. But I stopped by to get some beer on the way to work. I forgot to stop in town, so I stopped at the next town down on my way to work. And I've gotten a few of these cheap whiskeys there. I noticed this one last time. I ended up getting an $11.99 one. This is $21, obviously. It is the White Horse Fine Old Blended Scotch Whiskey. And actually, I was wrong. They have another one that I've never seen before, but they only have it in a handle, and it's like 28 bucks. I'm not sure I want a handle of these cheap whiskeys. But you never know. I might pick it up at some point. I'm running out of cheap whiskeys that I see locally. When I'm up in, stop at the New Hampshire liquor stores, and when I'm up in Maine, maybe I'll take a look and see if they got any cheap stuff that I've never seen before. But we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. This one wasn't that cheap, and that's probably why I got the $11.99 last time. This is only 21 bucks, but in a lot of ways, I enjoy. If I had to be honest with you guys, of all the cheap whiskey reviews I've done, not many of them have been horrific. You know what I mean? I really feel like cheap bourbon can get bad. It can get bitter and over oaked and not very good tasting. But a lot of these, even cheap blended whiskeys, aren't horrible. You know what I mean? Especially when you're not paying a lot of money for them. So there's something about maybe because they're in used barrels, they don't get so much of, the nasty flavors you don't like. And let's face it, most of the distilleries in Scotland are old and they know what they're doing. Not that the bourbon distilleries don't. And I haven't done a lot of cheap bourbon whiskey reviews because cheap bourbon isn't that great. Some of it's okay. Some of the less expensive ones are okay. Um, but I haven't really found a lot of horrible, undrinkable whiskeys in this cheap whiskey collection. Some are better than others, of course, but none of them have been so bad that I threw them out or anything like that. I'll just sit down with them and enjoy them over time. And of course, I enjoy, you know, tasting different whiskeys all the time. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? I enjoy the difference, the suspense of finding out what it's all about, all that kind of stuff. So enough of the horse shit. Here we go. Let's get the snout up in there. Ooh, this one's sweet. It's very sweet. Got a malt. It's got a malt to it. You can see the color. I don't know if this is. I mean, it's probably a young whiskey. Um, so I don't know. They never tell you if they artificially color them. This one is owned by Diageo. So Diageo owns a lot of good distilleries. I wonder if they're getting their blend from their distilleries in Scotland. I have to look up which ones Diageo owns. I know they own some of the expensive ones, I think. Um, like Lagavulin, I think they own, and maybe Talisker, and a couple other ones. Craig Latchy, I think, or Craig Alecky. Uh, but, so I don't really know what's in the blend. But it's not got a bad nose. It's sweet, it's malty, it's light. It's not horrible. It's got some character to it on the nose. I got some character. Yeah, not bad. Not a bad nose for a $21 bottle. All right, down the gullet. The palate is kind of pleasant. Ooh, it's got a different. It's got a funk to it. It's got like a funk. Not a bad one. It's got like a different flavor to it. It's a lot more characters are driven on the palate than it is on the nose. The nose is light, malty, not a whole lot of hints of fruit on the nose, but you get like vanilla and honey. And then I'll go back again. This one's got a pretty unique palate for a blended whiskey. Yeah, it's malty. You might get a hint of some kind of fruit, but not a ton. And it's got like I don't know how to describe it. It's got like a funk, like a must to it. Not a bad one, but just unique. It's got a very strong flavor, but you can't quite pinpoint what it is. You do get the pepper at the back end, but you're always going to get that with used bourbon barrels. I kind of like it. It's not bad. Yes, you got a unique nose. Even the nose now has got. I don't even know how to put it. Like a an age to it. You know what I mean? Like not that the whiskey's aged, but like you walk into a place and you just know it's old. You know what I mean? Like it just has that aura and smell about it. Not maybe not a bad smell, but different, very different. So that being said, yeah, the nose doesn't give it up much more. You get sweetness, honey, and malt. Very, very sweet on the nose for sure. The palate. You get the sweetness up front, a hint of fruit, malt, and like a unique, I don't even know how to put it. But I like it. It's got a character, but not in a way you'd think. But it's still good. I don't know. It's unique. This is different than probably anything I tasted. All right, the Mad Mix cheap whiskey review. I think I said number 38. I'll mark it right in the title card. White Horse Final Blended Scotch Whiskey. It's not bad. I'll give it like a 7.2. You know what I mean? It probably could go higher. It's not a cheap, it is a cheap whiskey. It's $21, but it's not the cheapest whiskey. But it has more character on the nose and palate than a lot of these really cheap blends. Obviously, I'm sticking with Grant's. If you can find it and you want a cheap, very good blended Scotch whiskey, you gotta go with the Grant's. It's like $17.99 or something like that a bottle for me. A handle's like $27 for me. So that would win probably the cheapest blended Scotch that has the best unique flavor. But this might be coming in second to Grant's. It's got its own unique character. Very different. It's just a different taste. It's got all the familiar flavors of Scotch, but it's got something that I can't quite put my finger on, like a funk or a must to it. You know what I mean? Not a ton of it, but it's enough there so it distracts you from, it's not just a bland blended Scotch whiskey. I'd be interested to know what they put in here to kind of get that flavor, because it's obviously not very old. It's probably only a 3-year whiskey. It's probably artificially colored. I mean, for the price, this is not, a 10-year blend or anything like that. So I like it. Would I recommend it? Sure. Give it a try if you see it. It's not that expensive. And if you like Scotch, blend Scotch, and you like one with a little different, throws you a little curve in the flavor, this one might be the one for you. I kind of like this. I'm going to enjoy this one. All right? You guys take care. Talk to you soon. Later.